Hey there, Amber. Okay. Ah, and the camera's working, at least for now. I touched the controller, therefore I broke the camera. Hi, everybody. So it's been a bit. If you've been... yes, go figure. Oh, come on. If you've been following me on Twitch, you realize I haven't streamed in a bit. If you're on YouTube, then this is just another video. I still haven't uploaded in a bit. So, it's been a couple of weeks, folks. I was working on a project, and then lost a member of my family. And then we hit the anniversary of me losing my best friend. So, it's been a bit. But we're back. We're doing the things. We are not, sadly, doing Adventure Time. The budget is not there for right now. But we still have more actual Powerwash things to do. First things first, because it's been a while. We pet the squeaks. And we pet the bubbles. And then we pet the Ulysses. Now, let us go and let us do the solar system exam. To get kids into science, I've been upping the ante on interactivity here at the Washingham Museum. So excitement was through the roof at the opening of our all-new state-of-the-art solar system. If there's one word that we want everyone to take away from the time in Washingham, it's "that's amazing." That's 2 words, technically 3. Unfortunately, the opening coincided with the annual Great Chocolate Giveaway in the town square, and within seconds we had 200 hyper kids running around putting their sticky paws on everything. Can you please help? Yes, we can. Oh boy. Okay. Ooh. Oh, okay. We got a button to turn on the floor. That's good. Alright, no cats. But yeah, we got our work cut out for us. Where's the door? I lost the door. Satellite. Yes, he has arisen. Hey, Tread, welcome on in. Alright, let's start here then. Oh, I don't have the thing for this, right? Let me check. Wash your equipment. Okay, I only have 280, close to 2,000. Missed you too, Tread. Alright. I do miss my adaptable nozzles too. I enjoy them, but... Well, welcome on in, folks. How's it been going for everybody out there? I mentioned my sob story at the beginning of stream, but hopefully you guys have been having better days. I gotta say, this is a gorgeous wallpaper here. As you can see, those kids were feral as you like. But it was the chocolate that sent them over the edge. Was it the chocolate that sent them over the edge? Possibly. Who knows? Or was it the excitement of seeing the solar system like never before. Yes, it's absolutely the solar system. Gotta be honest, when I first saw it, I ran around too a lot. I see, you gotta love it. Like, there's always those people that work at things like the science museums and things like that are more excited than the kids ever will be, and I love that. Nothing here really, just same shit, different day. I get you. But yes, for those of you who are playing Powerwash Simulator 2, I do believe the Adventure Time DLC came out sometime earlier this week. Maybe yesterday? It's very, very recent. Hey, Tesla, thank you for the resub. Grandson is coming next week for visit. I need that cleaned for my apartment. Hey, if he also gets it covered in chocolate, you got it. So that puts it at 2 out of 5, folks, for the next Bean Boozled Bean. So the only problem is, right now, I don't think I have any extension arms for this one. I literally, if I remember correctly, I just purchased this power washer. What? Oh, thank you for the... Alright, so that's now 3 out of 5, and we have a hype train going. Hi, guys. Thanks. Oh, Stream Elements is already yelling at me to stretch out my name. It's fair. I was leaning forward like a gargoyle. Can I even afford any of the extensions? I can't get. I can almost afford a shorter one. Amber, you're a menace, but thank you. We are now apparently 50% of the way to our sub goal, and that is a Bean Boozled Bean. Stopping to say hi. Gonna have to drop out a bit to go to grocery. No worries. Thank you for stopping in. All right, talk time. Hi, folks. Let's see what we got here. Helps my fingers not in the way. We have Top Banana or Wet Dog. Oh no. Right here. Don't say Wet Dog. Don't put that voodoo over me. Oh. Well, it's not banana, folks. Oh my god. Oh. That is foul. I don't know, but they've freaking figured it out, Tread, because I now know. I now 100% know what Wet Dog tastes like. Oh my god. That is highly unpleasant. I forgot to fix the... We gotta do the other part thing. Fresh. Goals. Back to 0. Save changes. There we go. I don't think these Bean Boozled people should... yes! That was a crime. I just experienced a crime. Oh my god, it's stuck in my teeth. You're evil, Amber. So very, very evil. Yes, as I was saying, the Adventure Time DLC pack is out. Um, I will look into grabbing it next time I get Twitch payout. I'm fairly certain I was like $2 shy of getting a Twitch payout this month, so it's not going to be this month, probably next month, folks. You've been playing Elden Ring again? Nice. What build are you going for? No idea. Interesting. Keeping your options open. I will say, the streamers I generally watch or like zone out to when I need to sleep. Guess it's just a vibe build. Gotcha. Have you been putting aside your foolish ambitions? Tarnished. The streamers out that I generally watch, they did a couple of runs of Elden Ring Night Rain, and the idea of Elden Ring plus a roguelite is just ooh. That is whispering in my brain like the Green Goblin mask. Hey, Hype Train success. Thank you for everyone who contributed. I have Night Rain, but I haven't played it. Gotcha. Well, I also got the little froggy dude. Iguana? What is this? No, Frog Ponder. It's a frog who doesn't know what they want to do with life. Which, same frog. Same. Oh, Amber. Something I think you would enjoy. Game to look into is No Rest for the Wicked, I think it's called. The one stream I saw of it, it feels very much like Diablo meets Elden Ring. I just remember the joy of so I was watching Secret Sleepover Society play it, and Nathan was guesting on it. Nathan from Drawfee, and he was playing a caster character who had a staff. And every time he's running around with everybody, he's holding the staff in his arms because, you know, you're running around with that. But the second he started walking, the character would put staff down and use it like Gandalf style as a walking stick. And it was just such a simple, fluid animation for it that, I was entranced. I loved it. It's $40. Yeah, there's a reason why I don't have it myself. It's one of those ones that went on the ever-growing wish list. Still waiting to be able to buy the new DLC for DLC 4. Gotcha. my god, Paladin is so broken. In what? Oh, in D4? I didn't even know they added Paladins. I feel like when they put out a new class, they always OP it. Yeah, they generally do that, especially if that class is behind a paywall. But I will say, I'm always still more concerned about the fact that the default druid build looks scarily like me, the male druid character. So going to play the playtest and then seeing myself stare back at me from the character creator and then toggling off my clothes to see me in my underwear, I was like, I don't want to do that. Wonder if they're gonna go all the way and do expansion for Ball. Possibly. I mean, you saw they added Jetpack Cat to Overwatch, right? It's called Jetpack Cat, and just a cat with a jetpack. Me either. I've been generally avoiding Blizzard stuff to begin with, but it's Overwatch just doesn't do it for me. I will say, in Marvel Rivals, apparently Deadpool was there for a month before they gave him a maid outfit. And a maid outfit has D4. Of course it does. So, I don't know if you were one of the 5 people beside myself who watched the old Sinduality Noir anime that was on Hulu for like a season. But there was also a tie-in game called Sinduality Echoes of Ada. Well, recently that game went 95% off on Steam and was like $3, so I was like, I gotta pick this up. I'm a mech fanatic. But yeah, in order to get that to run on my computer and actually run, and they're still stuttering, I have to turn the graphics down so bad everything looks just flat. So we are definitely hitting the age of I'm going to be streaming retro game and pixel games a lot because I can run those graphics. As long as I can run a Powerwash game, I will have something to stream. I'll just keep on streaming the same levels of Powerwash Simulator over and over again. Or maybe one of these days figure out how to stream RPGs again so that Discord doesn't kill my OBS. Because I'd like to do that as well. I like RPGs. I like RPGs a lot. I never did my Finch today. Give me a second. I gotta make the little tiny bird happy about me. My mental health Tamagotchi. I don't want to lose my streak. I'm like a 340 day streak or something like that. So. What do you mean you cheat? How do you cheat? You're just doing self-help things. Most of my goals are things I do by just getting out of bed, brushing my teeth, and coming downstairs. See, my goals are things I don't do but want to. Yeah, see, I fully admit that if I start adding in those goals, I will eventually break down and stop doing it. That's why I'm keeping them as generally the standard goals. Things I can make sure I can do. Like, drink water, get out of bed, be kind to myself. You know, standard things. But there are days I don't want to get out of bed. And I still do. Because the tiny bird wants me to. So I guess I use Finch less as a push myself to do things that I should be doing, and more of the keep myself doing the things I need to do. We got ads in about 5 minutes, folks. You do have IRL Tamagotchis. I do not. I have no kiddos to get me out of the bed in the morning. Or, well, afternoon, evening. I sleep during the day and I'm awake at night. I was tempted to try to look into getting the new Digimon game that came out a little bit ago. But I just... Digimon is so crazy. Like, my brain cannot track the evolutions of anything. And that game looks insane for the battling. A lot of free time. Very fair. Oh, each track. Oh god, each track is gonna move, isn't it? There's a button to start the floor moving. So I honestly think that's gonna be insane. I'm only at 12%. This might be. I went live early, folks, hoping that I could get this done in one stream. This is not gonna be a one stream thing, I don't think. So we've been going for half an hour, and we're at 12%. Godzilla Digimon crossover? That sounds amazing. Is Godzilla a Digimon? Or is it just Godzilla hanging out with Digimon? Is it like Gojiramon or something? Nope, it's just Godzilla? Gotcha. Perfect. Oh, something I can say, because I haven't really streamed since April started. I am so sick of April's Fool's ads because I live on Instagram, where they show me things out of order. Today, I got an April Fool's ad that I was like, this can't be real, and eventually checked the date. Like, it's April 10th. They shouldn't be sending us these anymore. All Godzilla, like, even, like... Oh, jeez. Saw a Fraggle Rock shoe ad on Instagram, and I wanted to cry because I want them for like $200 a pair? God, why? Good old Zilla. I like the fact that they added Zilla into canon. I enjoy that fact. As silly as Zilla is, the fact that Zilla got added into canon with the rest of them is like it's weirdly touching. Speaking of things that are expensive, so everyone knows I'm a fan of mechs. I like mecha in general. I've been working my way through Gundam series that I haven't watched before in my spare time or when I have the mental health for it, etc., etc. So it's been a while since I built a model kit, and I was like, you know what? Let me look into see about getting a Gundam model kit. And it's a mobile suit. It's a Gundam! And so I was like, all right, I can do this. And I was on Amazon, and I'm looking through it, and there are some that were some pretty good deals. None of them that I was really interested in the actual really, really good deals. And the ones that I was actually interested in were, like, just out of my price range. So I'm like, all right, that's frustrating. I spent, like, an afternoon looking through them all, debating it, seeing if I could swing the finances, all that kind of stuff. Well, eventually decided I couldn't. I will save that for down the line if I can save up some money to get myself a nice little Gundam model kit. And then, ever since then, I have been getting daily emails from Amazon. Like, hey, you didn't buy a model kit. Do you want a model kit? Hey, don't you want a model kit? I'm like, I do want a model kit. I can't do that right now. Stop sending me these goddamn emails. Shit, did I ever finish Mercury? No, I did not. Where are you still dirty, Mercury? There you are. Yeah. Apparently on Netflix, which I sadly do not have, they are doing the Hathaway movies. And I saw a clip from one that showed the inside of the mobile suit in a fight, and it was full on like Top Gun level fighter pilot stuff, but in a big old mech, and it was fantastic. Yes. Of the 3 apps I deal with every day, one is Finch, because I want to make sure the little bird's happy. One is Pokemon TCG Pocket, because I like collecting the pretty cards. And then there is the whatever it's called. I think it's like SD Gundam Generation or something like that, where basically you play through the different like boards based off of the different like Gundam series and collect the Gundams. There's gacha elements, of course, but I'm not engaging in those because if I don't have money for an actual Gundam mobile kit, I'm certainly not going to spend money on a fake digital Gundam for a game. Or for the chance of a fake digital Gundam for a game. But I just, it's my wind down at the end of the night. I just play that, and it's a lot of fun. Playing through different, my current heavy hitter is the G-Quux. Which if you haven't seen the G-Quux on Prime, I recommend it, but I would also recommend watching the original Gundam series first. But just this little nimble-ass mobile suit with a big axe that is just dancing through the enemies and just slicing them down every time, and I really enjoy it. I will always be a big mecha fan. Oh god, the constellations are up there. See, this place is really cool. I'm super at the wrong point in my power wash buying thing. I'm gonna have to switch back to one of the earlier power washers because I just do not have the arms and the extensions to clean everything here. There's sauce spot for Gundam Wing makes absolutely. Hell, I was rewatching that. I finally watched Endless Waltz for the first time, the sequel movie, and the Tall Geese. I love the Tall Geese. The Tall Geese is so fun. So I was like, you know what? That's actually one of the ones that started, because in G-Quux there's the gun cannon, which has a new and updated look that I really enjoyed, and then in Endless Waltz there is the Tall Geese. I'm like, you know what? Let me look to see if there's a model kit of the Tall Geese I can find. Tall Geese 1, 2, and 3 are all like $70 for a model kit. Like, I can't. That's not happening ever. Then again, I was looking at one thing, and of course, Big Zam. Gotta love Big Zam. In the app I have, what you do is you can set up different mobile suits to like cycle through. As soon as you collect them, you can get their images to set up like on the background to cycle through. The first one I have is Hajiraboshi from Iron-Blooded Orphans. Iron-Blooded Orphans, by the way, is one of my favorite Gundam takes. and the Jiriboshi's from the mini game, but I really like the look of it. And then it goes to Lacine, who's from one of the mangas, which I actually tracked down and I'm reading through because I really enjoyed the look of it, and it was one of my first ones. And then I have G-Quux, it's my heavy hitter, and another Iron-Blooded Orphans one that I like, one of the Landman Roadies, the like little chunky bastards. And the last one always, Tread, always, as soon as I retrieved it, as soon as I got it, the last one on my rotation of mechs I have is Big Zam. Because, oh hey, Big Zam. Hey everybody, it's Zam. Not as big or zammy as I prefer. I gotta get back into watching. I haven't watched Game Grumps in a while. I fell out of watching their stuff. I gotta get back and give them another shot. We're at 17%. Yeah. I love how just defeated they got during the Danganronpa. See, so this is a personal opinion. Full stop. I know I'm putting this on the internet, so I have to preface it all. I could not get into them playing Danganronpa. I am not a fan of Aaron's like go-to protagonist voice that he always uses. It grates on me, and then just reading that over and over again, I could not get into watching them play. He hates those games it shows. Probably. I will say, for a long time, one of my go-to, like, I can't sleep and I need to just, like, relax and calm down, go to sleep, was listening to Dan play Space Quest solo. Those videos are amazing. Like, you can truly tell how much he loves the Space Quest games and how excited he is to, like, just chill, like, hang out, chill, and show them to the audience. It's such a good, fun thing. Yes. By the way, feel free to enjoy the exhibit to have a nosy at the info while you're there. Have a nosy. This game isn't British at all. No, we should wait. Let me do the planets last. I did Mercury. I think I did Neptune. Okay, how much we've done with... Ooh, we're almost done with the floor. At least we've got a good chunk going through. Hey, a ladder. That's nice. That's convenient. But yes. I think I need a game where I can power wash in a mech. And I will play that game until the day I die. Like, hell, Dan, I don't even play rhythm games like the one I showed you. I still wishlisted that giant mech rhythm game, because that's hilarious. Oh, fans of the channel may remember I played a game a while back that's in playtest called The Lift. The one where I was fixing things on a spaceship in order to get it back up and running again. They just announced a new playtest alpha that they're doing, and people can request access. I have requested access as well. Have not gotten news if I'm in it or not, but if you liked me watching me, go through and play that game, then absolutely I would recommend going to Steam and requesting access. Who knows? If you get in, you get in. Speaking of playtests, and potential playtests, I should say, Brotherwise is also doing a potential playtest for their plot, or not, they're not doing a potential playtest, they're doing a playtest for their Plot Weaver games. And that's exciting. I haven't mentioned it on stream yet. So, you guys might see some more TTRPG stuff happening on this stream, or at least on Shadow of Nox's stream. Because I am a Plot Weaver envoy. What that means is, Brotherwise has basically reached out, give us some resources. They want us running more Cosmo RPG games, showcasing the rules and things like that. I have some things I'm noodling on in plans. I've got to get other stuff through, and like I said at the beginning of the stream, this month has been really rough for me. So, but you should be seeing more RPG stuff from me soon, and I'm excited about that. Especially because I really do enjoy the Cosmo RPG a lot. It's a fantastic... I mean, hell, you guys have heard me talk literally hours upon hours about how much I love Sanderson's work. I love the system of the RPG. And Plot Weaver, from the looks of it, is going to be that system, but on a myriad of different settings. The three that they're talking about just on their own website are a sci-fi setting set after the collapse of a galactic civilization, a fantasy setting with ancient ruins and, mystical spirits, and an urban fantasy setting where magic starts coming back, with potentially, from the sounds of it, elements of like solo leveling and other games like that where you can be in your day job can be an adventurer. You can wake up, get in your car, drive to a portal, pull out your staff, strap on some armor, and then go kill some monsters, and then be home in time for tea. Just making sure my phone isn't exploding. But yes, I'm super excited about Plot Weaver and everything that's going to come out of that. And of course, the Cosmo RPG. Mistborn should be coming out in September. So we have what? 4 months? 5 months? 5 months. That'll be a lot of fun. How do these, because this is Venus, this is Venus. They look to be on different tracks on the floor. How do they stay together? Huh. I guess we'll see when I turn it on. But we are so close to being finished with this floor. Oh, I will say, just to kind of tie everything we've talked about in the past 5 or 10 minutes together, in the Plot Weaver sci-fi setting, in the preview character sketches they have, there's a mech. So we're gonna have RPG rules for mechs. And I'm a sucker for an RPG where I get to pilot a mech. Random thought, just out of the blue. I recently watched Jacob and Julia play through Love Eternal on Secret Sleepover Society, and that game was such a mindfuck. But there's a section in that game where it shows off a streamer, and that streamer has such a good patter. Like, I am absolutely jealous of her. She is such a good, just patter as she's playing through like that section. Not that Jacob and Julia don't. But one thing I've always struggled with as a streamer is essentially talking to myself and just keeping the words going even when I'm just talking into the void. And it was such a fun thing to watch. I can talk to myself by myself, but I'm very fair. That usually just ends up with you thinking through trash and Stardew. When are you getting back to streaming, Amber? No one wants to. I want to hear your thoughts. That's why I watch a stream, Amber. I mean, Amber, I absolutely want to hear those thoughts too, even if they're not, you know, appropriate for Twitch. I've known you for how many years now, Amber? Some ungodly amount? I've been thinking about streaming, but I just don't do it because I'm always feeling that I get. There are definitely days where I just don't want to do it, but I force myself to because I know it's easy to stop, and that becomes a problem. Like right now, being a Twitch streamer is my main source of income. It is not a lot of income. Don't get me wrong, but I gotta do it. I gotta. Plus, it lets me connect. It lets me hang out with you, Amber, and talk with Tread, and just hang out and have people meet and talk back and forth. Things like I just don't want to be a streamer. That is very fair. Like if you don't want to do it, then yeah, don't force yourself to do it. I enjoy streaming mainly because I'm not a big streamer, so it is just me hanging out with my friends and playing video games. Getting embarrassed by Torment 4 Harbinger Patron. No worries. Is this with the Broken Paladin, Fred? Or are you, what are you currently playing in D4? Hello! I'm gonna try this one. Tistin Pask? Possibly. I could be completely wrong about that. But hi there. Welcome on in. Hey! My Paladin. First time I've been at Torment 4. It's an experience. Gotcha. All the dings. Do you play an instrument? I do not, in fact, play an instrument. I do not, in fact, play the tuba. The tuba in my name comes from something else. Back when I was first signing up for my Xbox account, it randomly gave me the name of Voicing Tuba and then a series of numbers. And I thought that was hilarious because I had the humor of a 12-year-old because it sounded like a fart to me. So when I eventually wanted to remove the numbers, I was like, I want to keep the tuba part, but I got to get rid of the voicing tuba. And I was big into steampunk at the time, and I like Clockworks, so I was like, all right, Clockwork tuba, that works. And it stuck. It has been my username for many a year at this point. And it's one of those I've lucked into because it's never taken on anything. Whenever I sign up for a new, like, social media service or anything like that, Clockwork Tube was always free. Well, thank you. Would you dang, you piece of shit? Come on. What type of music do I like? All kinds. Generally punk, rock, that kind of stuff. I like musicals. Lately, honestly, I've been listening to those mashups that shouldn't work, like Shape of a Down, where it's like System of a Down with Ed Sheeran music in the background. Or X Gonna Give It To You with like Call Me Maybe playing. It scratches the ADHD brain for some reason. How about you? What kind of music are you into? Absolutely. How much did I miss on this one track? Like old-time Texas songs? I get you. Some Johnny Cash. That kind of stuff. There's something that pops up in my rotation routinely is the Highwaymen singing Ghost Riders in the Sky. And that is such a fun song with those four legends just like hanging out and singing and just having fun. Like at least the recording I've listened to, or the recording I get routinely, is the one where like they miss a yippee ki and they just start giggling at each other as they're singing through it. It's such a fun thing. Like, I love that. All right, floor is done. Ooh, here's the doors. Let's. Yeah, it's them. It's them performing live at some award ceremony. I've been streaming about 4 years now. 5. I think it'll be 5 in November. I had gotten laid off from my job due to COVID, and couldn't go back into the office. So I tried my hand at voice acting for a bit. I read a couple of audiobooks, and then when those contracts weren't coming through, I already had the mic set up and everything for that. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'll try streaming. So I do it a couple times a week, and I've been doing it for years. And oh no, what did I miss? What are you hooligans talking about? Oh, infernal hordes. Amber, stop being a menace. Why do you delight in pain, Amber? For the violin? Awesome. I so it's always been one of those things that's interested me, playing instruments. My brain, at least to the point where I am now, because I know there's always the thing of with time and practice you can pick things up. My brain does not process music. I cannot read music to save my life. When I was a very young kid, my family gave me piano lessons because all four of us kids, I'm the youngest of four, that are in the direct family. I have a half brother as well, but all four of us kids got piano lessons, and it turns out that the piano instructor, we didn't know she wasn't supposed to be coming over to do her laundry and play video games and then eventually give us a little bit of piano instruction. So for the most part, she got fired for obvious reasons. But this was when I was like 5 or 6. So like I know to this day I know like 2 songs on the Black Keys, and that's it. Like 2 little simple learning kid songs. But my older siblings, they are a bit more proficient with the piano. That's always like it's like mystified me, the world of music. I enjoy it. I enjoy listening to it. It's been one of those things of like, I have a kiddo that plays the viola and one that plays the cello. Yes, nice. I think I knew that. I tried getting into the ocarina. There was a great deal for like a beginner's ocarina and like a little book, and I was like, I can practice that. My dog hates the ocarina with a deep and fiery passion. I every time I tried to practice, he would lose his goddamn mind. So yeah, we don't play the ocarina anymore. We have the ocarina somewhere in this house, but we don't play it. He was very much not a fan. Brutus is a half Shiba, half Beagle. So a Shiba Inu and a Beagle mix. He's an adorable little jackass. I love him. He's, I want to say 8 years now. I think he's going to be 9 in November. He's an adorable little turd. I get you. Sometimes the living arrangements just don't qualify for that kind of stuff. No, Amber, stop trying to wish that demon on people. Still the alcohol. No, this is. Where are you still? How are you still this dirty? Oh, that also counts as part of the alcohol. Gotcha. Part of the Grand Ole Opry. I have heard of it. Yes. I'm not a lot of proficient in what it is or what it represents, but I have definitely that is triggering words I know in my brain. What do I want to do? What do I want to do next? How much money do we have? We have 8. We have enough to at least buy the short one. So let's do that real quick. Your daughter's in Nashville? How did... I mean, I didn't know this. Ooh, I can buy the long extension. Let's do that one. There's the big dig I'm looking for. That's fair. Get a solo on the app. Nice! That's awesome. Speaking of the violin and the Grand Ole Opry, not saying the Grand Ole Opry is this, but I remember I just recently saw a great video that was at a music college about the difference between I hit the chords and turned off my camera. The difference between the violin and the fiddle. And it was great watching the guy say, "This is a violin," and he plays the violin. He goes, "This is a fiddle," and using the same instrument, he just completely switches up the piece. That's awesome. I love these walls. I'm not gonna lie. This would be so awesome to just have in a room. Let me sleep among the stars. Fly me to the moon, let me play amongst the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter's and Jupiter's? We have more than one Jupiter, folks. In other words, take my hand. In other words, I don't remember the rest of the words to this song. Here is my surprise face that there's a song on Bayonetta that you really enjoy, Amber. Aren't they coming out with a new Bayonetta? Hasn't that been in the works for a while? Look, welcome to Amber's life. Fred. Amber always wants to play Bayonetta. In fact, the Etta in Amberetta comes from Bayonetta, if I remember correctly. That's how she got her username. There was a pseudo fourth game. Gotcha. I have never played a Bayonetta game, unfortunately. There's a game where Bayonetta is a child? A legendary child! There's the ding. Plays like an action RPG. Interesting. Yes, Astri Moments is letting you know. Apropos of this, actually, Astri Moments is letting you know. Clock wrote a book. I wrote a 9-page novella called Vindication and Spite. It's urban fantasy meets hard sci-fi with some space travel elements. It's 9 pages long, like I said. It's $3 on Amazon. If you are interested, please pick it up, give it a review. If not, that's okay. But it does involve travel through our solar system and abiding love for one planet that I don't think is represented here. I need beta at a profit. Yes, you do. Feels like I need more mechs for my desk. I will say something I can show off, which I don't think I've shown off on stream, at least not for a little bit. Let's get some garbage out of the way here real quick. Talk time. So, I've always been a big Battletech fan, and my little brother printed me off this, which is the Neanderthal mech from Battletech. Oh, really? Hold on a second. Gotta ban a person. Or I can't ban them because Siribots. Oh, that's weird. I don't know if you guys can see the message, but yeah, Siribot banned somebody, but it didn't remove the message for some reason. Angry on a riverbank? Yeah. Yeah, my little brother, I found the file for it. That's supposed to be a mini. It's supposed to be. No, it's up to do this way. Oh, I froze myself. Resources. Activate. Hi. So this is supposed to be the same size as this. But I was like, hey, just this is my favorite mech. Make it as big as possible. And he's like, I got you. And he did. And I killed my camera. So yeah, I've got a little corner going over here of mechs I want to just keep adding to. I've got that one. I've got a mech that was owned by my friend. I've got the little mini I just picked up from there as well, which was one of the first minis I ever bought for BattleTech. Um, when I get, there's a Zoid behind that. If anyone remembers the Zoids model kits, I love those. I'll admit, there's a lot I didn't appreciate about the solar system until I worked here. Gotcha. Like, I had no idea that Earth's prehistory collided with a protoplanet called Thala. Did you? I actually did know about Thala. But yes. If/when/if I pick up a Gundam model kit eventually, when I have the money and when the prices drop, it will also go in that corner of my desk. I also have a growing little thing of what I would love to get, but they are now super expensive. I got a NASA badge. Nice. Then we watch the Artemis 2 stream. I have not watched any of the Artemis 2 stream. I've seen clips from it. Like the pictures of the dark side of the moon. Them ignoring the call from a certain person, shall we say, that was super fun. Them getting woken up by Pink Pony Club. I've seen that one as well. Yep, and as a reminder, we do have merch. Fourth Wall is our merch store. We have everyone is people gear. As a reminder that everyone is people. It is in Pride colors. It is the font from Subversion, and is available on T-shirts, hoodies, pint glasses, underwear, because they let me. Seems like a silly thing for them to let me do. I know I comment on this every damn time, but I love how when you clean the areas, they like brighten up. It just looks like a brighter, more welcoming place. There's a message there. When I had money, I got a pillow with another streamer's face on it, and Jelly loved it. Nice! So what you're saying is you had money and didn't get my merch, Amber. I see how it is. I know, I love you. Look, I put it out there in case people want it. I have no expectations people are going to buy my stuff. No one has yet purchased anything from the Fourth Wall store, to my knowledge. I had a couple of purchases on the Stream Element store back when that was still up, but nothing on the Fourth Wall since I had to do the conversion. Ding and ding. I love Wipeout audio. I love this stuff so much. I'm so glad I found it. Hey, I got a follow request on Instagram. How much you want to bet? It's a porn bot. Hey, 0 posts, 0 followers, and nothing but a link in your bio. Porn bot. I get daily porn bots trying to follow my account. Doesn't help that I don't do anything with my account. I also have 0 posts to my knowledge on Instagram. I post some stuff on, like, Threads and stuff, but not on Instagram. Let's do the thing where I readjust in this chair and actually get comfy. I did remember I did this. Okay. You guys get to see me from super far away. Dang. Look, you're not a porn bot. You're a porn person. I request your porn specifically. Oh my god. So, by the way, Shred, have you seen the images of Absolute Robin? Yeah, go Google that. And tell me what crowbar is going to be able to, take that thing out. Yeah, so Jason Todd in the actual DC universe, the normal one, was the second Robin. And he was so disliked that they literally did a contest where they had the Joker tie up Jason Todd and, yeah, basically, oh, hi, Israel. They basically tied up Jason Todd and they said, here are 2 numbers for you to call in. If you call into number A, he will be spared. If you call into number B, he will be saved. He will be killed. And it was a way that they did in the early 90s to let, fans help dictate the story. Thinking, of course, that fans are going to be like, we're not going to have you kill a child. We are, we'll find it in our heart to save him, and then we'll grow as a thing. So many people called in to kill him. It wasn't even like a close race. It was like order of magnitude more people called in to have him killed. So in the comics, they had to write a series where the Joker beat Jason Todd to death with a crowbar, and Batman went on a dark revenge story. And then eventually, because nobody says he's dead in comics, they brought him back as the Red Hood. Red Hood is basically my favorite member of the Bat family. Imagine hitting someone with a good calling him. Yeah. Yeah, Robin Hood's my favorite member of the Bat family because Red Hood shows up and uses guns and immediately just starts killing criminals. He's like, you guys have been too far gone. You've gotten too many second chances. You are killing people. I'm putting you down. Eventually, he gets quote unquote better, starts using rubber bullets, but he's still, to this day, just shows up with a motorcycle helmet and rubber bullets and just says, "No, I'm done. I'm not having witty banter with you or dancing around. I'm just gonna shoot you repeatedly." Yeah, the Lazarus Pit does have like 90% to do with it. Nightfall? I can see that. I will say this. Sanderson himself is waffling about it, but one thing that keeps getting brought up for the potential Mistborn video game is doing it in the realm of the Arkham games. Just being a Mistborn, running through the city, doing like the stealth missions and doing like the crazy the crazy shit from the Arkham games. And I think that could work really, really well. Trilogy is my favorite trilogy, easy. That's very fair. I played a little bit of them. We would mention, yeah. Yeah. There was such potential there. There's the ding. Oh, speaking of video games and back to my thing about Mecha, apparently Pat Labor or Pat Labor, whatever it's called, Pat Labor, I think it is Labor, is getting a video game. And it's always been one of those things of like, Pat Labor has been on every single, 10 best mecha anime that aren't Gundam lists I've ever seen in my entire life. So I'm interested to see what it's like. I never got a chance to watch the actual anime. To my knowledge, it is not a currently streaming anime. Thinking joke from that, all right, no worries. Oh yeah, by the way, because, of course, Brandon Sanderson is a madman, the Mistborn movie script is over 50% complete already. That man has a problem, and I wish I had that problem, because I'd love to write as much as he does. Arms 2 hit the water home sim. It is? Nice. Okay, awesome. I didn't realize they were coming back today. But still, I'm glad. We need to go back into space. Space is important. Yes, we need to also fix things on Earth, but we can't give up space. Nice. Okay. Is that I'm guessing Artemis 3? Do we know when they're launching? Yay. Actually, you know what? We're gonna hit the big button, folks. We're gonna see all the planets spin and see what's going on. Playing 2028, gotcha. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Well, if this was going to start whipping. And it looks like it's the entire floor that moves, they're not separate tracks. You are back. We turn on the floor, Ember. So now the solar system is revolving around us. And I don't know if you saw it, but apparently the Artemis 2 landed safely, according to Fred. They are home safe. And 3 moments telling me to stretch out my knee, and it's right, because I definitely need to. Oh, I gotta tell you, the other day, Sinky brought me a banana. Asked if he wanted, and he said, "Ooh, banana." Cutest banana I've ever heard. Like him saying "ooh, banana," or the banana itself was the cutest banana? Him saying it. "Ooh, banana." It was one of the few things he has said that was what he's bringing us. Gotcha. Does he usually not say what he's bringing you, or does he say something completely wrong whatever he brings you? Because both those are pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. He's a Gestalt speaker, so he speaks in phrases. It's not always relevant. Gotcha. They must be few moments, otherwise right into the bin. Yep, exactly. That's how we're going to solve all these problems in the world. For the purposes of legal reasons, we do have to state that we here at Clockwork 2 by Twitch channel do not condone putting babies in the bin. Gotta celebrate all the... Yeah, hell yeah, you gotta celebrate the little things. Especially when the world sucks. Would you ding already. Where are you? Still dirty. You're a piece of big glass. Just ding. Still can't get the adjustable one yet, unfortunately. I hate chasing spots like this. I clearly have it good enough. Just give me the damn ding. Unless I'm missing a whole section. Alright, folks. Oh, there's a whole other upper thing. No. Alright, well. Here comes the sun, folks. This is, I would love to just sit up here all day. Watch the universe. Oh, hey, found the gnome. Yeah. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Animorphs. Disney is optioning a new Animorphs TV show. I'd be interested to see what they can do with modern. It's probably gonna suck. You're not wrong, but at least the visuals will be fun. Okay, so the person who's running is Ryan Coogler. I know the name from somewhere, but I cannot put my finger on where I know the name from. Yeah, I read all of the Animorph books as a kid. The Animorphs were definitely extra special to me because they were my age, and they aged in real time. So, like, the real life shit that they were going through was mirroring real life shit I was going through. And it definitely hit different. Yeah, I loved the Animorphs as a kid. I still love the Animorphs. Full stop. Digital Circus is going to theaters for that? Nice! Is it like series or season finale? Is it like finale? Series already? I guess they From what I've heard, it's like some pretty big stuff is happening, and I guess if you've got the story to tell, then you tell the story. Only going to be 9 episodes. Gotcha. There's just a little bit. I hate this little like just like Friar Tuck haircut that's happening here. They're gonna show episodes 8 and 9 in the future. Gotcha. Get the run up for it. That's cool. Apparently Ruby's coming back. I don't think I can watch Ruby again without crying, but B, I don't know how I feel about it. It feels like they jumped the shark so many times on that show. Hey, a new job's available. I would like you to return to Tento to wash one of our historic streetcars. Absolutely, I can definitely do that. I don't think I could. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just one of those things. Like, I never finished Venture Brothers. I'm never gonna finish Venture Brothers. Full stop. Look at that transport. It does kind of look like the Dune transports. Then again, everything looks like Dune to you, Amber. You're Dune obsessed. Speaking of which, how's your Bene Gesserit? Are you still playing Dune Awakening? The spice must flow. I have been, but mainly just to keep my bases powered up. I get you. I hate it when like a survival game becomes a job. Like Ark is that way. Tread and I know someone mutually who is super into Ark. And left a New Year's Eve party early to get home to do the event for Ark to make sure that she got her base up and running. That's not a game. It's a second job. Like, I get that that's, you know, part of the realism and all that kind of stuff, but it's not fun. That's modern game. Well, then give me TTRPGs, damn it. Give me a book and pen and paper, and I will push the world. That is very... If it ever becomes super cheap, you let me know, Amber. I'd be happy to play it. But I just... It's again, I can't... I wouldn't be able to play it solo. Where the fuck are you still dirty, son? I wouldn't be able to play it solo, and I don't like playing survival games like that. Sticking with JRPGs and Diablo. Yeah, like it's like there's oh god, what's it called? I think it's called like Wild Heart or something like that. Everyone should look into this because it is designed for adult people with jobs playing this game. Like you don't play like Chosen One. You play like the bartender, and it's completely open world, and the quests and everything are fully drop in and drop out, and they are designed to be like done. Like you can't, if you can get people together for longer, sure, but if not, then like hour-long, 2-hour-long segments for the story, so like people aren't missing stuff. Like it looks amazing, and it looks like such a fun thing, and it is deliberately designed so that like people can just, when I am available, I will play this with you, kind of thing. Where are you still dirty? Let me make sure I know what it is. Give me a second. Yeah, Wild Heart, WYLD Heart. It's going to be in early access soon. But yeah, check it out. It looks like a game that's like the epitome of the, hey, my friends are playing, I've got some free time, let me hop in and play with them for a bit. And then some of us have to go, but some of us want to keep playing, and we can absolutely just keep doing that. Plus, it's classless, so it's just, goofing off, and, like, this works for me, and this is what I want to do. Where the fuck are you still dirty? This is pissing me off now. This is the cleanest sun I've ever seen in my entire life. That's not helping me. By the way, Tread, do you have a Switch 2 yet? Because I know you're probably getting one for Pokemon next year, right? But I could not remember if you already had one or not. Speaking of JRPGs, what got me on the thought process. Yeah, you. Look, I got no plans to get a Switch 2. So I gotta live my Pokemon life. Got one at launch. I figured. I gotta get my Pokemon hit somewhere. I gotta live vicariously through you and get you to name a weird little guy after me. You are, in fact, the Nintendo consumer. Yes. I still remember the Wii story. The Wii story is always my favorite. Same. There is no, I cannot foresee a world where I have Switch 2 money. Like, even if I do manage to land a job, that paycheck's got to go other places for a long time first. But yes, Phocopia I've seen good things about. I heard the story is sad as hell. Also, all the videos of them taking the fire starter from the new trailer and like taping its paws to the ground to keep it from standing up are hilarious. Because we know it's not going to work. It will in fact stand up on two legs and then become a fighting type as well or something like that. Give me a second. There's something in my shirt, like a hair or something. Let me see if I can get it. Right now, unless there's gaming link data play, it's not worth it. Unless you have literally money you don't need. Mine was a gift, so not the best. That is very fair. Yeah, like, I mean, I'm gonna be sad I don't get to play the next Pokemon. But even then, it's not worth that initial cost for me. Where is this thing still dirty? There we go. Okay. Let's do this. It is 8:30. I should probably stop soon. You had a long way to need to... I mean, it's very fair. Yeah, but like again, like I don't. There's such an initial hurdle of a cost, because you know the Switch 2 isn't going to be cheaper in 2027, well, at least not significantly so, because that's not how Nintendo prices their stuff. And I fully admit this is more and more of me becoming just grumpy old man in life, but more and more it's just give me RPGs, like TTRPGs. Give me a book and some friends and imagination. As much as I would love to play these games, especially like with my computer crapping out as it is on the graphics, at times. Like, I can't play Marvel Rivals anymore. Because when I go to play Marvel Rivals, it takes like 5 minutes for the actual models to load into on a map. I can just like cruise around and just see names and things, and I can click the button to attack, and an attack happens, but I can't see it. Because my computer just can't run Marvel Rivals right. It's always going to be the case, is that like graphics are pushing for it until we get like the nerve gear from Sword Art Online, where we're all like just playing in our own brains, using our brains as the graphics. I remember when I first picked up this laptop, because it was a powerful gaming laptop in 2020. So I was making some serious money from my job at the time, like when I got laid off for COVID. And I picked this up, and I was like, oh, yeah, I could play any game for years. And it has kept ahead of things for the most part. But over the past like 2 or 3 years, I've noticed that I've got to start knocking down the graphics on games more and more. Well, I got a pretty, I had, or at least I would say I've got, but I had a pretty heavy-duty graphics card in my laptop because it's a gaming laptop. It's an Asus Tough, so it was designed to basically run at a pretty high graphics. I will say the tech on the Switch 2 is impressive. I played Resident Evil 9 on it, and it's smooth. That is impressive. Um, but yeah, like, also, I fully admit, streaming doesn't help graphics cards. Especially, like, if you're streaming will kill a laptop, and I've definitely seen it happen where my laptop has degraded faster since I started streaming regularly. I mean, I wouldn't change that. I love streaming, and I love hanging out with you guys. But it is definitely detrimental to my hardware to be running the stream and the game and everything like that all at the same time. I will say I probably should be ending soon because I can feel my voice going and I do not have any water down here. I know I suck about it because every time I have, there's a reason why I don't have hydrate as a reward as redeem. But yeah, every time I bring water down here, it just becomes a thing where I drink the water and then forget the water bottle down here. So then I either start accumulating like massive amounts of water bottles, or I just have the one that just sits there and doesn't ever get refilled because I never bring it back upstairs. Started drinking decaf tea and I haven't had pop in like a week. That is awesome. I actually just had my first soda in a while yesterday because my sister picked some up when she went shopping. So I had some Pepsi for the first time in a bit, and oh god, I love soda. But yeah, no, I've been drinking. I drink water mostly. The only time I ever drink soda is like when I'm out at D&D because like they'll have soda in their house. So it's usually water with some black tea for my second meal when I go up at the end of the night when I close up my office. Okay, we're gonna end that here because we're 64%. We're a fair clip. We'll be able to get through the rest of this next time we play, which should be Monday. I'm gonna try to get back into streaming regularly. No, actually, probably won't be Monday because Monday is my family member's funeral. Well, no, Tuesday morning is my family member's funeral. Monday is the wake. So I don't know. I have a Gigabyte Aero X18. It actually uses a GeForce 5090 RTX, but only at 8 gigabytes, so it's good. Can handle ray tracing. It's very fair, and it's those things of like, hey, you know, older games I can chug through just fine. Like I don't have problems with Powerwash anymore. But it's the new fancy games that I would love to play, but I just can't. But yeah, no. So probably I won't be back streaming until Wednesday of next week. But I wanted to stream today because I'd missed streaming and you guys hadn't seen me in a while. So we're gonna end that there. Have a good one. Love you guys all. If you've gotten this far in the YouTube video, please like, comment, subscribe. It helps out. It's always important. And as always, thanks for stopping by, guys. Thanks for making my account.